Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. I am loving my consistency on here, you guys. I've been wanting to be consistent on here for a minute and I'm just so glad that it's finally happening. Anyways, today I wanted to talk about how your isolation is literally a gift from God. It is a gift from the universe. And I've been talking more about isolation and doing things solo on this channel. So I just really want to continue to expand and elaborate on these topics, and I really hope they help you guys. Today, I actually don't have a beverage or a snack in hand, which is so odd. I always have something to drink on, but feel free to grab a beverage or a snack of your choice at this moment. Anyways, basically, I've been thinking a lot about my isolation journey and just what it's meant for me and kind of the ups and downs and everything. And it is still something that I'm in. I will say I'm not as isolated as I was before, but then each time I'm placed in certain social settings, I'm quickly reminded of why my isolation is a gift from God, like genuinely. And I know that this video is going to help so many of you guys who may feel weird for being isolated. I live in New York City, so a lot of times when I am in certain social settings and people find out that I've been here for like over a year, like people are surprised to find out when they realize like I don't have that many friends in the city, and I'm just like, I'm just new here still, I'm figuring things out. But in reality, it's because I have changed so much since moving here. And I've definitely talked about this in other videos, so I'm not gonna get into it, but basically I really went more inwards and like grew more once I moved here. I no longer really like, I live a completely sober lifestyle, so it's just like harder to make friends because I feel like a lot of people do a lot of superficial things here, and like it's just much easier to bond with people through drinks and just going out and partying, which, you know, I don't really subscribe to. So yeah, I feel like I'm comfortable with my isolation, but there are definitely times where like when I do pop out, it feels odd to just like arrive to things alone and then kind of have people be like, oh, like, you know, you always come alone, or like I don't see you with friends or whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, that's me, that's my life. But basically, I was in a few situations recently where, you know, I was enjoying my company with certain people and everything was good. Like nothing was wrong with these people. And I was actually kind of talking to someone as well around this time, and everything was going well, but I just kept feeling like I had to almost like dim my light. And like, it's not anything that these people or this person like did or like made me feel or whatever, but it was more so just like, I think a lot of times when you're surrounded with people who are just not as big dreamers as you, it can often feel easy to just want to settle and just live more of a comfortable lifestyle. And I mean, it happens to the best of us. And slowly I realized that me not being surrounded by people, who just have a certain way of living and being, and they're trying to maintain whatever they have going on in their lives, like it is a blessing for me to like be pushed more into isolation time after time and have these friendships fizzle out, or like have these talking stages completely just like, you know, combust or whatever. And it's because, you know, if there are people that are actively in your life who are not dreaming as big as you, at a certain point you will naturally feel weird talking about certain things, bringing up certain achievements. And I have had situations with friendships or even just talking stages where I've straight up been like, oh, like I'm working on this, or like, you know, I accomplished this, and like you can see the look on their face, like they're trying to be supportive, they're trying to like hype you up with what you're doing, but their face often like falls flat and they don't know how to react. And like, it's not even really like anyone's fault, it's just how it is. Like a lot of people are not called here for isolation. A lot of people are not called here or chosen by God to really refine their purpose and go deeper, just go inwards and constantly change and evolve. That is not really what a lot of people are called here on this planet to do, and that is okay. But there are a few of us, and we are called into very, I don't want to say extreme situations, but just rare situations where we feel like we're so different from the rest of the world, and it just becomes easier to judge ourselves if we're around the wrong people, places, and environments, which is why I really think that the isolation is ultimately a gift. I have become so much more in tune with myself. I have accepted so many deep parts of myself that I just wasn't able to do around other people. And I grew up as a people pleaser. I always was taught to just listen to elders, listen to people around me, give other people so much importance, give people around me the benefit of the doubt, give people second chances. And this always took away from me. Like everything always took away from me. and I was just in survival mode often. I always found things about me to be really weird. I hated the fact that I couldn't take up more space. I hated the fact that I couldn't speak up for myself. I had certain interests that were more niche that I didn't like fully wake up to. I just thought it was a part of me. Like, for example, music has always been such a huge part of me, and I'm realizing just how expansive and immersive my music taste is, and I'm like loving that I'm waking up to that now. But yeah, there were just certain things about me that I was like, oh, this is just like kind of part of me. Like, I, instead of cherishing certain things about me that, you know, made me special, instead of cherishing those things, I would just overlook them. And then things that I felt that I wasn't as good at, I just demonized myself for not being good enough, you know, or not being like the rest of my peers around me. I constantly felt behind, and I no longer feel that way. Like, when you don't take the time to truly get to know yourself and you're constantly absorbing people's energies around you, it is a recipe for disaster. And especially, I know if you're already watching this and can relate, you are highly sensitive, maybe you're neurodivergent, whatever the case may be. So we naturally absorb people's energies. We are natural empaths. We are natural givers. And because people just take, because people can feel like they can say whatever they want to us and we'll just take it, we have not been able to wake up to our power as easily or as early. And it is so devastating because now I can sometimes just feel the energy oozing off of me. And I was literally recently in a bit of a talking stage, and I realized that this person, you know, their actions did not match up to their words. Things started fizzling out. They lost interest, whatever the case was. And it only lasted for maybe like, I don't know, like a week and a half or 2 weeks. And as soon as I stopped talking to this person, as soon as I decided this no longer feels good to me, like I'm tired of guessing what this person's intentions are and what they really want, as soon as I walked away, I kid you not, the next day and the following days after, my energy started to just return to me. And I just started feeling so good in my body, and the things that I was already working toward just started feeling so much better again. And it was just in that moment where I realized, oh my God, like my energy is truly so God-gifted, and I cannot be giving it away to people who do not deserve my time. And so I was just, after that little phase that I had, I was kind of like, yo, like, okay, I get it. I get why I still need to be, you know, in isolation. Yeah, because I already know if you're tapped in, you've probably felt really different your whole life and you felt ostracized for it. And if you don't give yourself the space and time to just heal and process so freely without judgment, you will go insane at some point. You will attract bad people. You will be in situations where you are just trying so hard to be there. You're trying so hard to desperately fit in when your energy is literally so priceless. It is like a gold mine. You should not be giving it out freely. And so don't hate yourself for needing more time to decompress and just be with yourself, be with your thoughts, you know, do whatever you gotta do. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And trust me, like, the more in alignment you are with yourself, you will, whenever you do step out, you will be in, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you're always gonna find yourself in the right rooms with the right people. Like, that's not necessarily what's going to happen. But whenever I have stepped out, something good has always happened for me, whether it's been more of a lesson, whether it's felt like a blessing, whether it's helped me through my day, or it's helped me realize, actually, wait, I cannot be around these types of people and my isolation is a gift. Whatever it is, like, you will start seeing everything in a way that's just in alignment with yourself. It's meant to help you out in some way, shape, or form. And it's just such a beautiful way to look at life, as opposed to kind of like regretting certain decisions and certain things, or hoping that certain things could be different, or just wishing that like you would finally find the right people and situations and opportunities. Guys, I have been in this like isolation phase for about a year now, and sometimes I'm like, is there something wrong with me? Because, you know, I'm like, should it really be taking this long? But everyone's different. Everyone's journeys are different. I think literally anyone and everyone could benefit from an isolation period at least once in their lives, but everyone's purpose is different. Everyone's life trajectory, life path is different. So everyone's isolation phase will look different. And if you're someone who has been in isolation for a while, or maybe you're starting to move into isolation and you're just worried about what that may look like for you, you're worried that it's going to impact your life negatively, please let that shit go, okay? It's only going to allow you to up-level your life. And the only way that you'll feel that it's up-leveling your life is if you let go of just societal standards and expectations and all of that, okay? You are meant for more. You are not meant to subscribe to just the regular societal norms, if you will, okay? You felt isolated, different, and ostracized your entire life for a reason. you have a much bigger purpose, and you'll only figure out more and more of that purpose the more that you just submit to this isolation period. And honestly, thank God for it. Thank the universe for it, whatever you believe in. Because trust me, the more confident and in tune you feel with yourself, you'll realize that literally, like, you can go through anything and you will be fine. Okay? So I will end this off here because I could yap and yap and yap, but I'm trying to just edit these videos faster and upload them faster. And I can only do that if my videos aren't like insanely long. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give a comment, like, and subscribe if you like this video. And yeah, definitely comment down below on what topics you want to see more from me. I will definitely be making more of these types of videos in the near future, so stay tuned. All right, I love you guys so much. Bye.